Coming up tonight, the Prime Minister called on leaders to negotiate agreements for mutual and regional benefits. Leaders given an update on the implementation of the People's Charter and the Roadmap to Democracy, and Housing Department receives award. Good evening, Fiji. I'm Lavinia Ndiva. Pacific Island leaders and government officials gathered at the Novotel Hotel in Nadi this morning for the opening of the second Engaging with the Pacific meeting. The Prime Minister of Tuvalu, the Honourable Willie Telavi, was the chief guest at the ceremony. Prime Minister Telavi thanked the government and the people of Fiji on behalf of the leaders for according them such a grand welcome in the country.
100-man Guard of Honor was accorded to the dignitaries by the Fiji military forces, with the Veingaravi Vakavanua, the traditional ceremony of welcome, performed by the people of Narewa village in Nadi.
The source and the provider of life and all the good things, and mostly for bringing us together this morning in good health. To the Honourable host, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Fiji, Commodore Josiah Warenga Bainimarama, the government, the chiefs, the people of the land, and the Republic of Fiji, guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor and my esteemed privilege to be received on behalf of my Pacific brothers and sisters by such a stately, warm and dignified traditional welcoming ceremony by the chiefly people of Narewa, Nadi. From the onset of the precision and grandeur of the Guard of Honor, and to follow with this unique ceremony, humbles me to be considered as your chief guest this morning. I am no foreigner to the people and the tradition of Fiji, and hold in high regard your friendship and genuine hospitality. This Engaging with the Pacific meeting of 2011 is a unique opportunity for us, Pacific small island developing states, to meet on mutual interest and collaborate on related issues concerning the well-being of our nations and the Pacific. I anticipate that this morning this meeting will provide a successful platform to progress the interest of small island developing states in the Pacific. With these few words, I again, on behalf of my brothers and sisters of the Pacific present here today, express my deep gratitude towards our esteemed host, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Fiji, Commodore Josiah Warenga Bainimarama, the government, the chiefs, the people of the land, and the Republic of Fiji for the respect and honors bestowed to us all this morning, and wish us and your beloved Fiji the very best and success in future endeavors. May God bless us all. Faftailahi and Vinakavakalevu.
The ceremony kick-starts the two-day meeting where leaders are expected to hold honest and frank discussions in the true Pacific way, an important component in Pacific Island relations, which, according to the Prime Minister, Commodore Warenga Bainimarama, the Pacific Islands Forum has failed to achieve. The theme for this year's meet is strengthening partnerships amongst Pacific small islands developing states, and is being held at the Tanoa International Hotel in Nadi.
The Prime Minister, Commodore Warenga Bainimarama, has called on leaders attending the second Engaging with the Pacific meet to use the occasion to negotiate agreements for mutual and regional benefits. Commodore Bainimarama said the discussions at the two-day meet need to be carried out in the spirit of cooperation, collaboration and assistance, with no restrictions on what is discussed.
Commodore Bainimarama said the meeting allows the leaders to discuss matters common to all Pacific Island countries and those specific to the individual nations in an inclusive, with candor, respect, understanding, and is solution-driven.
Such a meeting also gives my government the opportunity to brief you about the ongoing democratization process in Fiji, the implementation of the People's Charter, the reforms in Fiji, and the lead up to the constitutional development before elections are held for parliamentary representation by September 2014. Last year at Natandola, we recognized that as Pacific Small Island developing states, our development aspirations and challenges are similar and intricately linked. We also recognize the need for Pacific Small Island development states to take a stronger and more united position on issues that are of importance to us, such as the deleterious impact of climate change and the consequent rising of sea levels. Last year, he also supported the need for Fiji to be fully engaged with and by the rest of the Pacific. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as I have now reiterated on a number of occasions, we Pacific Islanders have a number of challenges that can be effectively dealt with if we have a positive attitude, have a long-term perspective, are solution-driven, are able to identify and prioritize our challenges with honesty, and cooperate effectively on a regional basis.
He said in many instances our ability to influence world economic developments and other global agendas is limited, and we must consider to assert our presence.
Indeed, the unique concerns of Pacific Small Island development states are now being addressed through group diplomacy at the United Nations. There is enormous potential for Pacific Small Island development states to capitalize on this recognition and assert its merit as a representative and influential grouping. We must understand that the success of PSIDS will depend on maintaining focus and a united front. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we in Fiji have identified a number of areas in which we can cooperate either on a bilateral or multilateral basis at the regional level. These include areas of education, areas of transportation and movement of people, goods and services. I hope that over the next couple of days, we will be able to offer these initiatives and, if necessary, negotiate agreements for mutual and regional benefit. I encourage all the officials to engage on this basis, and if so required, Fiji can facilitate any such discussions between any other countries.
Commodore Bainimarama told the leaders that the Fijian government will also use the meeting as an opportunity to update them on the implementation of the People's Charter.
And the Prime Minister, Commodore Bainimarama, has told leaders at the second Engaging with the Pacific meeting that their presence is a testimony to the fact that there is an enormous goodwill amongst Pacific Small Island developing states.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to our deliberations. Our discussions need to be carried out in the spirit of cooperation, collaboration, and assistance, and with no restrictions on what we can discuss. Your attendance here this morning, and that of other leaders who will join us later today, is a testimony to the fact that there is enormous goodwill amongst the Pacific Small Island development states, and that we all recognize the merits and value in engagement. I now have much pleasure in declaring open the second meeting of Engaging with the Pacific.
Stay with us, more after the break.